Hello and welcome to Flory Models Friday Roundup Show. Here we are with you on the 30th of October 2020. There's another month gone. What a strange year this really is, but time is absolutely flying. Anyway, as you can see, it all started on Monday. We were working on this little lump, which actually, as I said before, it's actually pretty heavy. I think I'm getting used to it now. It's like a workout with this thing. We're pretty much together. So in part 3, we went through about obviously doing the painting work and stuff like that. I've sort of come to a little bit of an impasse at the moment, purely because I'm waiting for some parts to turn up. As some of you might know, it's guitar parts. So I've ordered those. Hopefully they'll be here next week. And then we can fit that on, and it's some cabling and some various bits. I've got to do some little bit of work with the clear resin part at the front. We've got to get the sight on there, or as much as it is onto that one as well, and obviously the string, and then we can go into full weathering. So at the moment we've just literally painted her up. We've given it a metallic scrub, literally to give it that sort of metal weighted look, and we've done some other things. So we've repainted the stock down here, more of a dull colour and all that type of thing. But generally it's looking very nice, coming together now. I'm looking forward to getting it finished off. So I must admit, it'd be nice to hang it on the wall with all the others. So if you're after that one, that was up with you on Monday. Put it down gently in case I crush something. And as I said, full details, as you can see on the screen now, there is the video on there. So we talk about obviously with gluing, putting it all together, and then obviously starting to get it into paint. So quite a big part on this one. As you can see, some of the stills from the show down in there. Again, horrendous job because I had to paint it inside. Normally, to be honest with this type of thing, I tend to use car paints. And I do it outside in my carport on a nice day, but because of the wind has been horrendous, we had to do it inside in the spray booth, which was a little bit of a problem, which actually brings us in very nicely into the Tuesday show. So Tuesday, it was obviously the Q&A day, so obviously answering all your questions, great questions. Also, we covered about making your own filters. As you know, we're very expensive when you're having to buy filters all the time for your spray booth. There's lots of disclaimers. Obviously, it will invalidate your warranty and everything else like that, but we go right the way through. Also down in here, I've linked in a very old show. Who knew? 27th of May 2016. That seems a very long time ago. But anyway, that was in that video in there. I've timestamped it. So it will start, hopefully. Look how young I look. But anyway, it is out here when I showed how to make your own filters, and you can see the bag next to it was a lot bigger. So I go through all the steps about how to make your own filter. So if you want to see that one, that ties in nicely into this show down in here. But anyway, we had some great questions as always, and I answered as many as I possibly could during that show. So if you want to see all about those ones, have a look down on there. Wednesday is with me and Matt, so it's the usual PM show. So it's answering all questions on kits, manufacturing, say the good, the bad, the ugly of the hobby and all the rest of it. So if you want to ever see a show that's more about actual kit collecting and buying kits and stuff like that rather than building them, that is definitely the show for you. Me and Matt do an hour on a Wednesday afternoon. So if you want to join us for that, it'd be absolutely lovely. You can catch all the details down in that little show there. Last night, it was obviously the show with the guys. So it's me and the guys were on, and it was Matt and John, and we were talking, obviously answering all your questions, showcasing your great work as well. And we did have some absolute stunners, as you can see in here. Absolutely fantastic work, beautiful work. Love to showcase some of your builds in there. That one is off the chart. That's scratch built. Amazing, absolutely amazing on that one. So anyway, usual thing on the show, if you want to join in with us, you can do live. Obviously we have the live chat room open to us. We answer your questions as well. All the various stuff, as you can imagine, on that one as well. Also, obviously this week I've been playing with the review section. So as you can see down in here, we've got new sections in here now for Copper State, because I've got quite a few of their kits. So they've got their own ones down in there. So you say, if you ever want to get any of those reviews, they are down in there. And then obviously we've done another area as well for Gecko, for the actual Gecko models. There it is. This one's up here now. We got 2 there, but obviously we've got other ones to add. Okay, so over the next week or so, I've got about 3 or 4 other items of theirs as well, which I'm going to be reviewing as well. So Gecko's got their own little area up in there as always. But anyway, it started off with Spitfire. A beautiful kit, I have to say. I haven't seen it. I must admit, I've been completely, blown away by the detail. And everyone's like, "It's been out for ages, Phil. Didn't you know?" No, I didn't. So anyway, as you can see, fantastic details, lovely decals as well, and then obviously down in here, the quality of the actual details, you can see it just down in here. It's absolutely beautifully done. As I say, now I've sort of updated the system, so the stills from the show are also available, and if you click on them, you see you'll go full screen as well to give you a little bit more information about the kits and everything that's going on. So it's quite a nice way of getting a more high-res look around all the kits. So anyway, Spitfire review, that went up obviously on the 29th, as you can see there, and I've got it down in here. And then the other one as well, which went up yesterday, although you got it this morning, was the actual Gecko models. This is ATMP, which is all-terrain multi-purpose vehicle, I think it is, or something. And as you say, right the way through, great one as well. But in here, you've got actually lots of stuff, because not only did we do the truck, or the little Super Cat down in here, and we spoke about that one and reviewed it, which is fantastic detail right the way through, but also, oops, sorry, we've gone too far. Always the way, go too far. We've also reviewed in the same review the British Special Forces with the support troops in Afghanistan as well. So that's down in here as well. And then obviously we go right the way through and having a good look. And I say some great photo etch in there as well. Beautiful sculpting with the parts and everything else. Nice ones with these that took my eye is obviously this is the wounded soldier, but he's got his body armour open. Nice touch with that and all the various things that goes into it. So it's got all the IVs and stuff like that with the troops, but also the medical pack is open as well. So obviously you can detail it up as well. Something I haven't seen before. And again, all the various parts you might imagine for bits of like webbing area and pouches and stuff like that, obviously lying around as well. So very nice job on that one. So that one is up as well. So this particular review, although it's got this on the front, is actually the soldier one as well. So we've done like a 2-in-1. I've got another one coming up as well with more forces and sort of an equipment pack, so I'm going to do that in a 2-in-1 as well. But again, same thing again, you can click on these and get full view stills from the show if you don't want to watch it. So that one is up with you just in there like that. As I said, next week I've still got a ton of reviews to get through. We've got that MiG that I'm going to do next week. I've got a Peacemaker, a B-36B Peacemaker down there to do. We've got the Bedford Water Bowser. That'll probably be up with you on Monday, so that one will be up there as well. Plus about a ton of other stuff as well. I've got some 70-second tanks to do and various other bits and pieces, and I've even got a bit of die cast to do as well, so something a little bit different for that one. And that brings us up to today, where we've actually been working on the MRAP. Now you might remember when I reviewed this, I was blown away by it, and it's all here. Trust me, it's not failing to impress. The level of detail is off the chart, you know. And I know I did say a few months ago that I'm not going to do a fully detailed interior tank again with all that sort of, you know, gubbins that goes with it, but this, luckily, you will see most of it. So because we're going to have it pretty much in this sort of form here with everything open, so will it show it off. But yeah, it's piles and piles of sprues to go through. Every single tiny little item is represented in the kit, and it is absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, my kit got a little bit squashed and some of the parts broke, so I've had to do a little bit of fixing work to get it in there. But happy to say that's sorted now. We can move on and get on with it. But anyway, part one is up with you now. It's a bit of a monster one, and it's quite slow to get going because there's lots of details in there I wanted to pass on, and we're using systems which I haven't done for absolute years, which is a good old-fashioned flat-headed screwdriver with a lighter and having to melt parts, and I haven't done that since Matchbox in 1980. But you do with this one because it's got some working parts for the steering and stuff like that. So we've done that on this one. We've shown it all, and I'm doing it really as a warts and all build. Some of the ones I tend to skip areas and move forward. This one is going to be a warts and all build because it is a full interior, exterior right the way through. Not to mention, it's a bit of a collaboration with me and Matt because Max can do all the figures for it. So the idea is we're going to do a little diorama with obviously this being the centerpiece. Matt's going to do all the figures. We've got some, you know, concrete stuff and some of the actual Hessian sacks and all those types of things down in there, and the barricades to make up a little diorama with it. So he's going to work on his side of it. I'll work on this side of it, and then hopefully we'll come together with something a little bit special at the end of it as we make our way on. So anyway, part one of that is up with you right now. The fun doesn't stop there though, because oh no, it's Halloween tomorrow night, as you probably know, and we've got our auction. So the auction itself, as you can see in here, we've got some fantastic lots coming up in here. Some of this is obviously brand new. Some of it is reviews, which I've done, but obviously I'm very careful because I obviously seal up the bags afterwards, put them all back in like that. Some of them are older ones that we've had kicking around for ages with the team and stuff, just decided to move on. But as you can see, we've got some really, really nice lots down in here. Lots of it to go through. I think it's 35 lots in total to make your way through on that one. Again, it's, to be honest, it's supposed to be a bit of fun, okay? We do it because we enjoy it at the end of the day. As we said before, we're not doing it as a commercial thing to make money on all the rest of it. It's just something to shift some stock along and at the end of the day, have a laugh and a giggle as we do it. We are all going to be in fancy dress. The entire team is going to be here doing this one. If you haven't seen or done one of our auctions before, it is literally very much a bit of fun. You know, we do it for a little bit of fun. Sit. Look, you've ruined it now because I thought everyone would think it was done. It's not. Obviously, it's got to come off for weathering. But yes, so that's the idea with that one. So if you want to join us, we're going to be live 7 o'clock. And then obviously from 7 o'clock till whenever it is, we're going to have a few drinks, we're going to be in fancy dress, we'll do the auction and we'll have a few fun and giggles along the way with that one. So absolutely fantastic. Just to mention as well that the PM store, hold on, the new special offers area, if you didn't see the Wednesday show, just to recap, is now updated all the time, okay? We usually do a full update on Wednesday morning before we do the show so you can get it. So, but we have added some stuff to it as well. So we've got the Dragon modules, we've got the CSM and the Limb and the various bits and pieces down in there as well with that one from Dragon. That one is now in, heavily discounted. Same as got the Dragon Lancers in as well, discounted. And obviously this Spitfire, which is only 11 quid, which is absolutely fantastic right the way through. So as you can see, we've got lots on specials at the moment down in there as we go through. Just a quick word that they obviously the new Zvezda 72nd scale C130H Herculeses did come in on Wednesday, and obviously if you've had them on pre-order, they've gone out today. Okay, they've all gone. Everybody who's paid, they've all gone. So the chances are you're getting them on Monday because they're on a sort of 48-hour service with Royal Mail. So they are literally winging their way to you as we speak. I don't know if Matt's got them in the store yet, if we had any left over in new arrivals. No. Okay, so as I say, might not be any left over because again, it happens, it's totally out of our control. We've only had, I think, 25 turn up. So again, it's one of those things, we sort of short shipped on our original order that we put in because everybody's been short shipped, which apparently is a bit of a thing going on at the moment. Speaking to a lot of the distributors and the stockists and things like that who we buy from, no one's getting their full allocations and we're not getting our full allocations then as it gets passed down the line. So it is one of those things, you sort of grab kits as you can at the moment. But anyway, new arrival section as well, as you can see in there, this is some of that stuff. So we've got the Gecko stuff, which I've got reviews of coming down the line as well. So that's all down in here as well. And all the other parts as always. So if you want to grab yourself something like that from the PM store, please do so. And that is about it. So this afternoon I've got a ton of editing to do. I've got a ton of editing with the MRAP to get on with. I've got review edits to get on with and everything else. And obviously getting everything ready for tomorrow. If you can join us live, it'd be absolutely fantastic. 7 o'clock, not 7:30. 7 o'clock we'll be live with you for the auction. So if you want to come along and join us for that, it'd be absolutely fantastic. Anyway, that's about it from me. As always on a Friday, I'm going to leave you with your great work from the gallery. So until tomorrow night or next week if you can't make it, happy Halloween. Stay safe, stay in, stay sanitised, stay socially distanced, and we'll all get through this together. So happy modelling, take care, I'll see you soon.
I was not ready to fall in like I'm wasted. My heart grows heavy. Don't taste me rushing and keep your words naked. You got me blushing. And you forever I'll follow. You'll be my holy ground. You forever I'll follow. In immortality, I can see you and me free. In immortality, I can see you and me free. You left me crying and running through a ghost town.